on camera. I don't know why. I just want to, so here we go. All of my makeup fits in here. I don't own a lot of makeup. I don't think I need to because I never do my makeup that well to own a lot of makeup. I have some scars on my cheeks because I had an awful habit of picking at my skin for, I don't know, just the last year. I never did it before. I am not going to do it anymore. It's annoying. I don't know why I did it. I just did. I use a red light therapy mask by Current Body, and it has helped a lot because I had scars like all over. But right now, it's just the stubborn ones on my cheek. But these have faded a lot compared to how they used to look. The foundation I use is the Patrick Ta foundation, and I just put it on my face. When I have bangs, I don't put makeup on my forehead, but when I do not have bangs, I put it on there because it looks a little weird. I don't really wear that much. I don't care that some of the scars peek through or texture. I don't know which brush this is. Oh wait, 70.5 Sephora. I think I used this only because someone on TikTok said they used it who has skin close to mine. So I bought it and I've had it for probably 3 years and I like it. Again, I'm very low maintenance with my makeup. I don't really get acne. My pores just clog easily. I have to exfoliate almost every single day. Dermatologists recommend it, but I don't get traditional acne, so that's where the texture on my skin comes from. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Amande or something. I don't know, I've been using this since college, so it's like medium deep 3. That's the one I use. I used to also use only NARS foundation, but I think my skin has just gotten lighter over the years, probably because I'm not living in the South anymore and I'm not like outside in the sun as much as I used to be. So it doesn't work anymore. And the only foundation that works is that Patrick Ta foundation. So I have olive undertones, and typically every foundation or like makeup brand for people with darker undertones, they always make our makeup red or, I don't know, too cool toned, I guess. So if you have an olive skin tone and you have darker skin, it's a little bit harder to find makeup. Anywho, how has everyone been? I personally, I can't wait for spring. I I love seasons. I never try to rush any season, even though I do not love hot weather. It just doesn't really work for me and my autoimmune. But I do like going to the beach and the park and whatnot. So I like being outside when I can be. My perfect weather is 75 degrees. Like if it could just be 75 degrees all summer long, that'd be great. But I'm excited for spring. Oh, I forgot my setting spray. I'll be right back. This is when I use setting spray for the first time. Okay, I'm back. I use the NYX Dewy Finish one from Target. And I let it dry. And then I peck my hair to make sure I didn't get my hair too wet so it doesn't puff up. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm excited for spring. I love going on walks. I ran track my entire life growing up, and I ran here and there throughout my 20s, but I stopped. So I kind of want to get back into running this year, I think, slowly. I was a sprinter, I was not a distance runner, so I'm a little nervous about it. My cousin is a runner. I don't know if you say professional runner for people who run marathons. But he is, I don't know, I would consider him a professional. He's great at running. Do you love it? It's quite relaxing in this weird way. Like, yeah, it's hard on your body and it sucks, but it sucks in like a nice way. I don't know. It sucks in a nice way. Why did I say that? Ignore that. I didn't mean to say that. Anyways, so I'm thinking about getting back into running. Right now I row. A lot of people ask what is the thing next to the bookshelf over here. It's a rowing machine. I think it's a Donald Judd one. We got it for when it's winter or if you just don't, want to go outside to work out. If it's too hot to go outside to work out, it's a nice workout. I want to get back into doing it every day. I think I'm gonna do it today for sure. My birthday's like a month away, so I'm kind of like I want to be in shape by the time my birthday is here. I did walk a lot for the past couple years. I try to get between 10,000 to 20,000 steps every day when the weather permits. I think my makeup is dry enough. I use the Tower 28 blushes. They are expired, I think, so I've been planning on replacing them. I'm thinking about trying the Patrick Ta blush. That's a purpley color like this. I don't know. And then I think I will buy another one of this one. This one is, wait, oh, Power Hour and After Hours. I was so confused because they both say beach, please. And I was like, which one is the name? So I just use one or the other. Oh, I also have one more blush. I don't use this one a lot because it's super pigmented, but I do like the color. It's the House Labs, I don't know, Lady Gaga. Acai Sky. For blush, I just use, let me move my phone because it's in the way. Ugh, this is where my face always gets a little itchy. Ugh, for blush, I usually just use this e.l.f. brush, Complexion Duo or something. Again, it's from Target. And then I just place it up high-ish. I mean, you guys can see my face is pretty sunken in on the sides. So I think it looks better higher. The other day I tried to do the whole like boy blush thing, like lower, and I kind of liked that too. But I feel like, I don't know, would that look weird since my face is like, well, there's more shadow over here so you can see it better on this side. Because I am forever a scene kid, I put blush all over my nose. I don't really care. Just kind of do it all the way across my face. Since this is so close to my skin tone in a way, it doesn't show that much, but I like it. And if I want it to show more, I use this one or the Lady Gaga one. I don't layer my blushes usually. Again, not huge on doing a lot for my makeup. I like doing my makeup. I just don't like taking forever. Now, usually I would put on mascara or eyeliner or both, but, or not usually, it just depends. I go through moods. However, this Chanel mascara is so like wet and it never dries. I used to have the clicky one and that one was drier, but I felt like it dried out fast. So I went back to Chanel and I asked, like, okay, which one doesn't dry out as much? And then he recommended this one. He did not lie because this does not dry. And I don't know why. So I'm not going to put it on because I have to, I don't know, I have a lot to do today and I feel like, I don't know, should I put it on? Might make my eyes look better. You know what? I'm going to put it on. I use the One Size lip liner in Coin Collector. It's just a dark brown. I've had this for a couple years. I'm shocked it's not gone by now. Oh, I think it's obvious I did my eyebrows off camera. I thinned them out and I kind of like that. I don't know, I kind of like them better thinner. They're usually even a little bit thinner than this, but they have grown out a bit. I don't know, since right now I don't have bangs, I don't know if they should just stay this size, if they should be thinner. I don't really know. Because obviously, I do have a large forehead that I do not feel bad about. It balances my face quite well. I am very thankful for her. I think she's my best feature. I really do. I think I have what they call double line lips, so I always have to smile like this to know where to put it. I don't do it precise at all, and I usually don't sharpen. I have the old formula of the Rhode lip peptide, so it gets a little grainy and then it sticks to the dry skin on my lips. I have very dry lips. I always have my entire life. I've always moisturized them, and I don't know. I probably just don't drink enough of water, honestly. Clem is sleeping and she's dreaming and she's like moving around. What are you dreaming about? Clemmy, what are you dreaming about? Probably snacks and running around. I have long eyelashes, but all of my hair all over my body is brown and I'm brown, so you can't see them unless I have mascara. Same with my eyebrows. They are too light for my skin tone. I don't have black hair in the slightest. I wish I did. So my dream is to have long black hair, but I do not have that. Just gonna do a little bit because, like I said, this never dries. Ever. Oh, in case someone's wondering, I use Golden 20 in the foundation. I know how hard it is as a dark skinned woman to try to find like someone who's somewhat close to your skin tone, and then they're wearing makeup and you're like, girl, can you please tell me what the foundation is? You don't want to pester and ask them in a comment, so you just guess. At least that's what I do. I could be projecting. Maybe everybody else is just brave enough to ask. Oh, and I'd like to soften the line under my brows a little bit, because I do draw a line here. It just helps me know where to start filling in. Okay. I don't know the name of this Chanel mascara though, by the way. If you like a more wet formula, this is perfect. I just realized buying that one, I don't, and I think I'll go back to the clicky one. Okay, that's it. I think I'm gonna go get dressed. I have a lot to do today and a lot to film. And oh, I'm talking to my best friend today. Hopefully we're not too busy. I'm so excited. We try to FaceTime every other week, but lately we've both been so busy. So I was checking my phone to see if she responded. Hi, Lauren, if you're watching. So yeah, I'm super excited to talk to my friend later. And yeah, I will see you guys very soon because I have more to film today. Ooh, I actually have some things I want to talk to you guys today about. So I'll see you after I get dressed. Do you hear Clem? Should we let her in? Oh my gosh. Clemmy! Come here! Come here, pretty girl. Hi! How you doing? Oh, come say hi. You keep yelling, everybody can hear you scream. We're matching, we're both in gray. Say hi. You want to say hi? She looks so miserable. I'm gonna put her back now. We have a bit of a chair change because Miss Ashley here
wants to sit in my chair, so I swapped it with the other office chair. I'm currently working on a painting for our dining room space. I usually don't like to hang my own artwork up because it makes me feel uncomfortable, but this wall is huge and there's nothing else you could really put over there. Can't quite put shelves or I don't know, anything. So we figured we fill the wall up with a huge painting. I had recently shared on Instagram my artwork and people were shocked to find out that I'm an artist, but yes, I am an artist. I have mainly been focusing on photography and painting for the last 5 years. I create mostly because I feel like I have to, not, I don't know, not for any other reason. It's just very natural to me. I come from a family of artists, so I've been doing art my entire life. I've changed my disciplines throughout my lifetime. It's kind of just based off of what I feel like making at the time. There are some other practices outside of photography and painting that I partake in, but for the time being, I just share those two online. The paintings that I've shared online are abstract. However, I have painted in other styles and I do still paint in other styles. This year, I would like to redo my website and either add some of that other work or add some new abstract work because a lot of the work is a bit dated. I do have other work, I just haven't been brave enough to show it, but this year I'm gonna get out of my bubble and put more work up. For photography, I shoot film and digital. Most of my work that you can find or that I show for now is digital, but I shoot both. It's just easier to show the digital work over the film work because film takes a lot more work to process the way you want it to look. Anyone who has shot film knows that. As for painting, it really doesn't matter. It just depends on my mood. I've used acrylic, oil, watercolor, pastels, whatever I can get my hands on. It's completely mood based and based off of whatever I'm currently inspired by. For example, last year I rediscovered my love for watercolor after I was blessed enough to work on the project with Diptyque, where I painted menus for their dinner party for their perfume launch. After that, I started exploring using watercolor again. Example of what I mean, it's based off of mood and also sometimes based off of work. If I get a job like that and I have to paint in a certain medium, then that can kind of spark, I don't know, inspiration to use that medium more often. As for the painting in a dining room, I'm in the inspiration phase. So I'm currently going through books and paint swatches. People have often asked me, like, where do you get your inspiration from? But for me, my main inspiration and focus is color and light, mostly color and light from nature. I find a lot of inspiration from films, which is a bit ironic because I constantly tell this fib that I do not like movies. I don't know if I mentioned that already in my media wrap up, but I'm not like a big movie person. I don't like seek to see a movie right away. However, I do watch movies quite often because I love the colors of films and I love the way certain shots are set up. Literally, the most random film can inspire a painting from animation to, I don't know, anything. I sometimes watch movies I don't even enjoy whatsoever because I just love the colors and the way the film's set up. Which leads me to show you this book that I received for Christmas called The Artist Palette. The Artist Palette, yes, that is correct. Sometimes I get titles completely wrong. This book has 50 different artist palettes in it. On one side, you have the artist palette, and on the other side, you have a reference to a piece that they've done or example of their work. It's probably a better way to say that. Okay, so here is an example, and I love this book. I haven't read it yet, but my goal for this year is to just read through it slowly. Like, look at that. There's like nothing on there, which is kind of how I paint, actually. I don't like a messy palette whatsoever if you want it. some insight to that. I don't do messy palettes. I do nice and clean for the most part. Unless, wait, this one is kind of close. Sometimes I could get a little bit like that, but usually I'm gonna work on a different one that's cleaner because that drives me crazy. However, even if you're not a painter or artist, if you just love art and enjoy art, I do think you can get a lot out of this book. I also wanted to show you guys these books. I shared them already on TikTok, so I won't go too much into it. I don't really think I got that much into it on TikTok because I was too excited, but I just wanted to show them to you. Let's start with the Joan Didion ones because they're so pretty. And if you don't have TikTok or Instagram, you've got to see this. Look at that. How beautiful. It's gorgeous. I don't know which one is first edition. I got these off of Abe Books. I think that's how you say it. I just grabbed a few and I was like reading through the descriptions, and either Miami or Democracy is first edition, or both. I don't remember. They don't have any writing in them whatsoever. How lucky is that? I got this one off of 8 Books, but it was actually a thrift bookseller, I think. But none of them have writing in them. They're so beautiful. I don't know which one I want to read first. I kind of want to read Miami, I think. But right now, so I finished Tar Baby, and I finished this book that I'll talk about in a second by Young Lee. And I'm not in a reading slump. I'm in indecision. I can't decide like what else to read. I am still reading Nikki Giovanni's poetry book, and I'm still listening to Angela Davis's book. So I am technically still reading right now. I am just not the type of reader that can read only 1 or 2 books at once. I do best like 3 books is the sweet spot at all times. So I don't know what'll be my 3rd book, if I'll just keep on with those 2 and take it slow. But I don't know. This one's nice and short, so I might read this. This is usually when I read shorter books, when I'm in this middle phase. This last book is titled Behind My Eyes by Young Lee. He's my favorite poet. I've already read it. The moment it came in the mail, I kind of just dropped everything else I was reading and I went straight to it. I read it in one weekend, which is obviously doable. It's a very thin poetry book. I personally just love the way he writes about the human condition and asks questions about it. He is such an interesting person to me. I do believe when he was growing up in Indonesia, there was war in the country at that time, and some of those things are written about in his books. I've read all of his work except for 2 pieces, except for 2 collections. So I am on the hunt for those because I would love to own them all. My favorite poems are Trading for Heaven, The Mother's Apple, 7 Marys, and Changing Places in a Fire. In The Mother's Apple, there's a line where he says, I mean, there are tears inside of me, I'll never weep. You don't grow up in Midwest emo and not feel anything from that. Okay, I think that might be it talking wise. I think this video is a little bit on the longer side because I was yapping so much. I hope you don't mind, and I hope longer videos are okay. Just let me know how you feel about them. Still trying to get used to talking in front of the camera, but I think I'm getting a little bit better at it, I hope. I know what I wanted to say. I am switching my upload day to Saturday, I think. I'm going to try it out for a couple of weeks, and you guys just let me know how you feel about it, if you like it or don't like it. I think Friday afternoon is a bit hard for people to watch. At least that's what a couple people have messaged me and said, because they're at work and whatnot, and I completely understand that. So I am going to try Saturdays or maybe Sundays. However, Sundays, if I upload on Sundays, it'll have to be maybe after morning time. And I think I'm going to try Saturday morning. This should be up hopefully like before noon, or noon will be the latest time. So we'll see. Just again, let me know how you feel, and I